of this loss for you? Is it rebounding? Was it defense? Was it free throws? What?
We just lost like 15 minutes ago. Do I have to like parse it out like that? Or, I mean, we lost an emotional game. I'm proud of our guys. They fought back like crazy. They had a huge size advantage on the front line. We were getting crushed on the boards, and our guys fought. So I'm disappointed that we lost, but I'm really proud of our guys. I thought it was a hell of a fight.
Was Randall's presence the reason for starting Kuminga, and just how do you think he handled that power?
Yeah, that was part of it, just to match up. And I thought Kuminga held up really well and did a good job on Randall, and gained some valuable experience.
Steve, typically with big teams, you guys want to push it a little bit. Did you like the pace?
Not until kind of late, when we went small. I thought that was the first time we really pushed it. I thought there were a lot of possessions where we were jogging, up the sidelines. But to be honest, that's kind of been our team. Without Draymond, the last few weeks, our pace is near the bottom of the league. So we have not been a very good transition team now for several weeks. We've been just relying on 3-point shooting, and we've done a good job of making shots to win games. But you're not going to make them all the time. We missed 30 of them tonight, and we had some good looks, but you can't count on all that stuff. So when you have to overcome, 16 offensive boards tonight, 3 games in a row, it's like 16, 18, 17 offensive boards, 33 free throws. I mean, you're playing uphill. And so the only way to combat all that is to play really fast. And that's why we went small, the whole fourth quarter, or most of the fourth quarter. And the guys did a great job of, fighting back and giving themselves a chance.
Steve, how concerning is that, the rebound issue? You were really good rebounding for most of the year.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a problem that just getting Draymond back will fix?
I do, actually. Yeah. I mean, Draymond is a game changer for us. So I think we're doing a great job of withstanding his absence. Our guys are fighting out there. We are who we are, so we're a small team, and the guys have won a bunch of games since Draymond has been out. We got guys in and out of the lineup. Klay getting a night off last night, Otto tonight, Andre being out, minutes restrictions, all that stuff. Our guys are doing great. So tough back-to-back, really difficult to win in Utah, and then to play the next night, coming out of Utah. So I'm not worried about our team or anything. I'm disappointed that we couldn't win tonight, but I feel good about where we are.
On that final possession, Klay Thompson is a player who would love to have the ball in his hands to win or to tie. Was that out of bounds play designed for him?
Yeah. So he got a good look and right on the back rim, great shot. And then Steph had a chance to tie it. I couldn't believe that shot didn't go in. It just hung on the rim for a few seconds. And so again, the fact that our guys clawed back to give themselves an opportunity was impressive.
You did try to stay big at times. What did you see from Bjelica in his return?
He did some really good things for us. When he's out there, the game on offense really flows. There's, he's a passing threat. He's a playmaking threat. First game he's played in, I think, 10 or 12 days. So I thought he got a little tired in the second half. So his run in the second was not as good, but Belly is very helpful for us. And, his presence, like several of our guys on the bench, is, kind of matchup based. And so we decided to go small and go away from him for most of that fourth.
Did you think you earned the late technical, and considering how close the game is, do you regret it?
Yeah, I can't do that. That's my fault. I slammed the table. I thought it was I thought the game was a really well officiated game, but I thought that call was poor. That did not look like verticality to me. He's going from one side to the other. There's a reason it's called verticality. You're supposed to go straight up. He was going sideways. That was horizontality. Is that a word? So that's why I was angry. I thought it was a clear foul. But I can't do that. I deserve the technical, and I slammed my hand on the table and cost the team a point. So that was, that hurt.
Yeah, Kuminga was the center going with the closing lineup with you guys going small like that. Do you see him being a closer with and without Draymond going forward? And just what do you think about that group as a whole?
If Draymond is healthy, Draymond will be the closing, one of the closing players. I know that.
Yeah.
JK could be out there with him depending on how things are going.
You mentioned the experience Kuminga gets against Randall's a tough matchup for anybody, but how beneficial can it be? In what ways will he grow from having gone through that tough matchup?
Well, Julius is as strong a player as there is in the league. But that's one of JK's attributes, is just how physically strong he is himself, even at 19. So it's exciting to be able to put him out there in a matchup like that and see him hold his own and play really well and give us a lot of great minutes. So JK is like all young players. He just needs a ton of reps. He just needs to see all the pictures that are coming at him over and over again, and everything's going to start to slow down for him. And he's done a really good job these last few weeks.
What do you think of Steph's impact in this game, being part of the moments that helped you guys cut into the Knicks lead, especially with his assists tonight?
I'm sorry, Steph's what?
Steph's impact in the game, those moments
Yeah.
where his 10 assists in this one and being part of those moments where you guys were cutting into the Knicks lead.
I mean, Steph is Steph. He's the the fulcrum of everything we do offensively. He's one of the best players in the history of the game, and pretty much every night he causes havoc out there for the defense. So I thought he was brilliant, and he gave us a chance to win.
Steve, obviously you guys won't run tomorrow after back-to-back, but between now and Saturday, will there be much time to go over some of the things that have happened the last two nights and get into players' heads about what needs to be done on Saturday?
No, that's simple. We got the day off tomorrow, which they need, and then we come in early game, 5:30 Saturday. So we'll have a walkthrough. There's hardly any time, so we got to move on to the next one.
What was it like going up against Randall and going up against the size of the Knicks tonight?
I mean, I think we played the Knicks before, so I'm kind of used to going against him, especially the last time we played against him. I had to guard him. If it wasn't me, it was Draymond, so I was kind of used to it.
What do you think you learned from this? What do you take away from going against him?
What'd you say?
What do you think you learned from a game like this against Randall? What do you take away? How do you get better from this?
I mean, at that point, I don't really see anything. I mean, it's just knowing what the guy loves to do, especially when he has the ball. When he don't have the ball, it's not really a guy that can be a threat. But with the ball, you just gotta know how to guard him. You gotta know how to stay in front of him. That's pretty much it.
When you first came out, it looked like you and Steve were kind of having a coaching moment there on the sidelines. What were the talking points that he was going over, if you remember?
I don't really think if I remember that one.
Why do you think rebounding has been such an issue for you guys the last few games?
I mean, most of the time, like with the way we play pretty much everybody is small. I was still doing a good job on rebound. Even if we're still small in the court, we're still doing good.
Did you like the shot you got late?
Oh yeah. Did you like it?
Yeah, it looked good.
Thank you.
Was that the play design or was it kind of improv?
A little bit of both. I mean, a little bit of both, but it's a great look. Unfortunately, it was long.
Well, you've been to a lot of games. You guys know you're not going to win every game. Is it harder to put certain losses behind you?
Yeah. The ones, Game 7 NBA Finals. You probably won't ever put that one behind you. Those ones hurt a little more than the ones in mid-February.
Are you concerned about this kind of like rebounding issue that's popped up lately or not?
No, not really. I mean, our 5th loss at home this year. I wish we could win them all. We've had years we only lose, 1, 2, or 3, but I still like where we stand at the moment.
Looking ahead to Saturday, do you still get excited playing the Lakers?
Oh yeah, especially when my dad's here. Just growing up at what that team meant to me, watching Kobe, watching Shaq, watching old Showtime clips. I always get excited playing the Lakers. I mean, some of my best memories of life are just going with my dad when I was in high school, sitting with him in his booth and watching him call the games and watching Kobe play. So it's always awesome playing the hometown team.
Did you, before the season started, they were favored to win the West. Did you buy into that? I mean, not did you buy into it, but what did you think of that?
I mean, when you have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, you can say those things. And I guess I understand why the pundits didn't really consider us in that group, but I think we have more than enough to win the West this year. And that is the ultimate, the second ultimate goal other than the big one.
Klay, you found yourself at the end of another 30-minute stint, and it looks like you were out there like happy to play defense again on Fournier. How did that feel just in that moment, locking up so far from protection? You were on your island again like you used to be.
It felt good. I mean, he hit some shots on me tonight. I need to be better with my closeouts. I mean, one in particular, the step back at the top of the key, I got to force him to put that ball on the ground. But just playing D and playing 30 minutes, man, it's a blessing. And I think it's only increasing from here. And it's a real milestone for me, considering what I went through last 2 years to play big minutes like that in the NBA. I do not take it for granted.
How did your legs feel at the end?
They felt great. I mean, example being that shot was long. That usually is an indicator that your legs are under you. Oh, yeah. There's this show on HBO. Aisha, I don't know, some weirdo who she decided to marry, and I didn't get an invite yet, whatever, but it's gonna be a great watch, let me tell you.
Get a t-shirt?
What's that?
Did you get a t-shirt?
Not yet, but maybe Rocco and I can be on there one day and just, I don't know, that'd be sweet.
Klay, you said you're not worried about the rebounding. How can you guys make up for your lack of size? I mean, Steve was saying you are who you are. This is your team. You're not big. How do you you have overcome that most of the season? You're one of the top rebounding teams in the league until the last few games. How do you sort of combat the lack of size down low?
Well, we're missing Draymond, who is an incredible, tenacious rebounder. And then I think people forget we have James Wiseman, who's coming back, and he's going to help us so much on the glass. So that right there will be huge for us. I got to do a better job. Collectively, we have to do better.
Anything else? All right. Couple quick on Zoom. Mark Haynes, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, Klay? Obviously, you still got minute restrictions and things like that. But how close do you feel like you are to being your old self in the past?
I want to say I feel like myself, but naturally, when you miss 941 days, I still think I'm trending upward, and I really want to peak by May and June rather than right now. So I'm every week gets better, and I think I'll be incredible come playoff time. Just like this season has progressed, my game has progressed as well, and I think that's going to continue.
Curious, how much did you follow the deadline today, and did you have any thoughts on what was obviously the big move of the day?
Not really. I'm concerned with our team and my game. I'm not, because when we're on our game, we're on point. not really concerned about the competition as much. I'm just trying to be the best I can be.
All right, one last one on Zoom. Christos, go ahead. Last one.
Hey, Clay, hope you're doing well. From games like this, what did you learn about your team, about your game overall?
What did I learn?
Yes.
I learned that I probably need to shoot the 3-ball better to give ourselves a chance to win. I had great looks, especially in the corner. You know, those are rare misses for me. And I learned that, you know, the NBA is really hard. I mean, a tough back-to-back, and hopefully we'll rebound on Saturday.